Hey everyone, welcome to another Toy of Today. Today we are going to be looking at Captain Universe from the Spider-Man Homecoming series. And as you can see, the box just says Spider-Man. Don't let that confuse you. Spider-Man was actually Captain Universe for just a little while, so therefore we have to have a Spider-Man version of Captain Universe. The nice thing is you can see we actually get 2 extra heads with this figure and another piece to the Vulture Build-A-Wing section. Here is our first look at the figure. He's still in his plastic inlay. As you can see, he kind of has this star pattern over his body, at least the upper part. The idea is Captain Universe isn't actually one person. He's this power that kind of floats around in between different people depending on who needs it. And as I mentioned before, this includes Spider-Man. So we are starting with the Spider-Man head. We also have a unshaven Peter Parker head and just a generic Captain Universe head as well. Here we are out of packaging, still with the Spider-Man head. As you can see, as I mentioned, it's a pretty simplistic figure. If you can go ahead and rotate it around, it's pretty much the same. Again, he has this kind of patterning, constellation patterning on the upper part of his body along with stars, and then the lower half is just going to be a plain white form if you don't count the date stamp there on the back of his leg. Here is our first alternative head. This is our Shagadelic Peter Parker, or Peter Parker after a really bad weekend. It's kind of cool that we get this extra head because you can actually take it and put it on any number of other Spider-Man figures and just have yourself an extremely haggard Spider-Man, if you will. Here is our third head. It is a generic Captain Universe head, complete with bird droppings on the top. It's very similar to the Spider-Man head. They've just swapped out the red webbing over the nose and mouth with a normal humanoid face. Here's a really cool separated at birth between the Marvel and DC Universe. If you know the DC Universe character Starman, he is a member of the Legion of Superheroes and also of the Justice Society. If you look at his figure is pretty much composed of the map of the 52, all the stars in the sky. And if you look at that in comparison to the Captain Universe, it's incredibly similar. The comparison even gets crazier when you put on the alternative Peter Parker head and you put on the alternative Starman head. They almost look identical in terms of their facial features, the beard, the little mustache, even the hair is kind of parted over on the same side. And the final thing we have to look at that comes with the figure, in addition to the 2 heads, is another piece from the Vulture Build-A-Wing section. Here's what we have assembled so far with our Build-A-Figure, and we have one of the upper wing pieces, so we're going to go ahead and attach that. And you can see it's pretty nice. It actually works on a hinge there. And it actually has a nice deco on the back section of the wing as well. Getting there, got a couple more pieces to put together with the figure, but it's kind of fun to see it all kind of form together. He is definitely not going to stand on his own.